Hello, everybody. Or anyone who eventually comes around. Anyways, hi. Andrew's off having dinner. So I'm playing alone for a little while at first, but that's fine. Andrew will come join us whenever he is ready. So, last where we left off, there was an earthquake. Miles was a little perturbed, but we have to worry about the Sacred Cavern. Fortunately, the Sacred Cavern didn't cave in. So there's that message immediately. But what we found was something none of us would have ever expected. Oh? Oh. How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? What? Iris! Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on? Oh dear. Oh, for crying out loud, we could have gotten a to be continued last time. Or was Andrew wanting to troll me? When he was saying, okay, we've seen enough. Oh, God. Alright. February 9th, Inner Temple Training Hall. Well, I guess it does continue just from the same place, but still. Right. Is this what Godot was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. No, then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here. So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes. If only I was stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you're one to talk with your face all green. Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly... There's no telling what sort of mistakes you can make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. Oh, I was about to say, hypocrite much? That said, one must have pride. One must have pride to be effective. on the job. At any rate, it seems this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Oh boy. Escape. Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but... But what? When I saw these chains here, then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door and... Who in the world would have done something like this? Trick lock. These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. Oh god. That's why only the person who can set the lock can open it. And you are the one who sets these locks? I don't think it's that simple, Francisco von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now somehow there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. That means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one. Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this? Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them, but... It would take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess. A whole day? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Do you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. We've got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're gonna have to call in your inner strength now. Oh god. Alright, the night of the crime. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. And then you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the inner temple. It's as if you were... Well, Iris? I think it's about time you told us the truth. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Oh boy. Do we have the evidence? Let's find out. Oh boy, the night of the crime. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at the Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth? Yes, that's where I was. Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too, but I can't, because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. So... Oh. Bikini said she saw her. I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course. Sister Bikini. Her testimony in court today was very clear. That night I was helping an acolyte with her training at the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. What accent? What intonation have I just given this character? So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, You were there at the Inner Temple on the night of the murder. That's very impressive, Mr. Wright. The Acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the Inner Temple. So I would have left around 9:40, I think. I'm sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you. Huh? Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40, but what you say doesn't add up with this. Autopsy report. Oh, I was right. She rang lights out at 10. All right, I was right. Lights out is at 10, not 9. You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Ah. Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Who's that? Me. Mr. Wright. We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. No, that's right. I remember. Oh boy. And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the Inner Temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakota Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. Oh boy. Oh god, what is it? I put most of the pieces on this, at least, together, but I don't know where she was still. That's the thing that I'm tripped up on. It's like, okay. We're starting to unravel. Things don't line up. She's in multiple places at once, but how? What was the actuality? My thought might be... I don't know. I'm trying to think. There were 2 of you, I don't know. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. Which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris. But that's crazy, how could that be? There's only 1 of me, it's impossible. Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. So it does make sense that it doesn't make sense. Okay, the wording. Words. They mean things. Words mean things, sometimes. In some places, in some ways. Gulp. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than 1 of me? Then show me some evidence. Show me something that proves there was more than 1 of me. Well? Tracks photo. Show me something that proves there is more than one of me. Don't tell me it's this. Is there some master protection shit going on here? Because if we're getting to that, like this late in all of this, that is a little bit extreme, but, well. Mr. Wright, when you said there was another me, I was kind of expecting someone who looked like me, you know? I guess so. In that case, are you saying that I look like this person? Well, I can't say with 100% certainty, but can you show me something you are 100% certain about then? I really need to get to the bottom of this. Iris is determined to hide something from me. I don't mean to be uncooperative, but you're seriously trying to prove... Then show me the evidence. Show me there's something that proves there is another one of me. No! Wait! I just clicked stop! Fuck! I didn't... No! Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold up. I'm looking. Do I have a thing on... Do I not? Oh, yeah. We don't have anything on Dahlia. I hate how photos just don't give you anything. Like, this is a drawing, and we can see what it specifically is. Even though it's basically just a photo, like everything else. But, like, all these other specific photos, nothing. No previews. How useful. So. Alright, Inner Temple Gate. February 9th, Inner Temple Gate. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues from Sister Bikini, from Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. K. Let's actually check the garden. Again. February 9th, Inner Temple Garden. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's got to be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. Oh, how could I have done that? Well, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Ah! Hey, don't you dare run away. What do you want, right? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. The investigation. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime, that's why. You mean because of the writing and blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely you don't suspect Maya, do you? You have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? Alright, earthquakes. So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. It's more like a trauma. No, thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. Woof. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Interesting that they went to the... Oh, there we go. Yes, I was stuck on the elevator with my father, who was a defense lawyer. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now, and that case was finally resolved 3 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there. You were there! Phoenix, you were there. I know this is just a recap so that people who haven't seen that game in that case, like, are able to at least get something out of this all, but, like, they are being very heavy-handed with this, still. It was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think, so no more of the self-pity, okay? That was a whisper. Or a thought, but, Oh boy. Iris, so, there was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file. Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on, and I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple, and neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Unrelated? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. Oh boy, do we have any evidence? We don't. I doubt we do. Oh, god damn it. Actually, hold up. Can I try presenting this? What do you think about this? Sorry, you're a defense attorney and I'm a prosecutor. Alright, Edgy. Alright. Edgeworth is edging us. That's all I can say. Now, back to the suspension bridge. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. Sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry in there sulking again. Heavenly Hall. Oh, Mr. Nick! Pearls, what are you doing here? Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright? Well, we don't know yet. Oh, I see. Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry. This is a loser's shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that? Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Loris did a picture of me. That's, great, Pearls. We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? Didn't he try for a split second and then you shot him down? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down. God damn. Is Phoenix about to have that whole all my friends hate me moment? Oh, God. Oh, Mystic Maya. Oh, God. Pearl. No. Oh, Laura's sketch. Okay. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? I got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl, two losers, cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I going to do with him? Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls? I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw it all, so I think it's really amazing. See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know. It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy. No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night. But Mr. Loris... Not you too. Please don't look at me like that. Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck. Wait a fucking minute. Why is he facing it upside down? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait, what? If he was potentially looking at it upside down, that might explain something. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew it in the picture. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take the sketch at face value. Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face? Does that mean he saw someone falling from the bridge? The night of the crime. Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Huh? Where were you and what exactly were you doing when it all happened? I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know? I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, doesn't it, Mr. Nick? Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Stoningham's room reading a book together. But Miss Stoningham was murdered and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls? I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. Oh, no. Oh. Baba! Well, Pearl has a arch of Cyclops. Also,
What?
Oh God, oh no, not this.
I've been a bad girl.
Oh
A
God.
very, very bad girl, Gaga. That's a telephone music video. It's gonna be punished.
Interesting. I find it interesting that they decided to do an arch like this because of the fact that Pearl's head, would have been blocked by that middle lock. Or maybe it's the idea that the locks are defending her for once, instead of putting a blockade between us and her.
Or maybe you're just reading too much into it.
I probably am. It's probably just so that we can see her face. Anyways.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power, it has disappeared.
What was that?
Nothing.
Okay. But what the
Don't you
fuck?
like my voice for Pearl? I love it.
Yeah, no. I don't like that voice.
Yeah, too bad.
What? Her powers have disappeared? Okay, lost powers. What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. See, this voice is perfect for this line of questioning. It sounds like an evil mastermind who's lost all their power. This is the only time where it's appropriate because it sounds like some evil megalomaniac. I think.
But Pearl is just a shipper, not a megalomaniac.
Oh, shut up!
Tell me I'm wrong.
Why do I put up with you?
Why do you put up with me?
Yes. Why do I put up with you? Is it because I love you so much? It's probably because of that.
Probably that.
Probably.
And I bet my ass is also fire.
A couple squats to boost. I don't know.
I jest. Anyways.
Fine. It was a funny squat to take that ass.
Whatever.
I think it's practice.
Say that again?
It's like drag race related, I think. Anyway.
Oh.
A spirit media. Well, I can do that, or I can do my Trixie voice. I can do that too.
Trixie, as in Trixie Swedish?
Duh, that's the only Trixie voice there is. I don't acknowledge her actual voice.
Oh.
I could also be Juno Birch. Yes, that's stunning. I'm a spirit medium. That's stunning.
Oh my god. A little less
And-
stunning and a little more depressed, but that could work. Except that feels a little too breathy and gaspy and like 60s
I could
woman
be Jennifer
flirting.
Coolidge. Oh, Phoenix. You and Maya look like the 4th of July.
Oh my god. Wait, can we use that for bikini?
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
That would
Doubt we're
work.
going to see her that much anymore, but
Damn.
sure.
I mean, it worked while she was like an emulation of Nicole Byer, was it?
Yeah, that was Nicole Byer. I think would have made a funny bikini just because of how
Yeah.
out there she is. Nicole Byer has a great just voice for anything really. That voice is so iconic. It's very, except when it doesn't work. Like again, I'm biased because I don't like the new Rugrats because Nicole Byer is one of the voices of can't remember. I think it's Linda, one of the Carmichael mother, Susie's mom. Because they revoiced basically everybody except the babies. It's just, but it doesn't feel right. Like you can tell things are different. I mean, it's supposed to be different, but it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
But again, that's more probably nostalgia talking. It just doesn't feel. It's not the same, obviously. But you know, plus the designs are still very strange. I think it's because they went with the CGI instead of, because that's what everything is nowadays. You rarely see any actual animation anymore. At least on like Nickelodeon. So I feel like SpongeBob's the only one left. I think still doing 2D.
What are you saying?
Well, maybe Loud House is probably also doing 2D. It's like I very rarely see any animation anymore with like that, like Nickelodeon Viacom that isn't like CGI or crap and stuff. Like,
You mean
what's
2D
wrong with
animation? You rarely see any of that?
Yeah, and it's like there's nothing wrong with 2D animation. It's quite nice.
I think it's the fact that it's cheaper to do 3D animation.
I guess.
Like at that point, most of it is just computer stuff. Instead of having to hand draw all the frames.
I don't know. I just think it looks nicer. Especially if you're going to remake something that was already once 2D and then you're putting it against CGI. It's going to read it anywhere near as well.
Yeah. I think another part of it is they wanted to try and add flavor, something new, so that it wasn't just an emulation of the original with more new stuff.
But why not? The original was great.
I know.
They already
I think they're
basically
trying to make it so that
retconned
they can
everything.
justify things, but
Not just,
they're trying
I
too
don't
hard.
like it. They retconned everything. Like, it's frustrating because they retcon things in the most convoluted way possible because now it's like Dill, I believe Dill's not a thing anymore. Kimmy's not a thing anymore. So like those movies, the first two movies didn't even happen.
Oh
And
God.
Susie's there, but now she's decreased by one age. So now I don't think she can talk. Either she, I don't think Angelica's now the only one who could actually talk to the parents. It used to be Susie could as well, and now she can't. I'm like, that's just weird. And then they made Betty an out lesbian instead of, which was always, the film was because she was a staunch feminist, and everyone was like, oh, well, maybe she's also a lesbian, a secret, because nobody knows. So in here, and I have no problem with that. What I have the problem with is that they've now basically completely erased Howard from her husband, the original series. When I think when it would have been better, in my opinion, to keep him, but not like ex-husband because she came out as a lesbian, and that be able for them to show co-parenting done really well.
That that's a missed opportunity if I've ever heard one.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like that could have been great to show like co-parenting and how they can get along, by taking care of the kids, even if they're not together anymore.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a really missed opportunity.
Yeah. Or hell, eventually with like a little bit of time and an episode arc or something, we could see, oh hey, they actually come to work better now that they're
Yeah, that
apart.
too. It's exactly. I don't know. It's whatever.
I don't
It's
know.
not for me. It's not. It reminds me of that fucking when Pretty Friends Jr. I remember I was listening to Newcomers, the Star Wars episode, and they played that clip where he gets on because it's like you don't like Star Wars anymore because it's not for you. The original Star Wars was for kids, and then the new Star Wars was for different kids. And I'm just like, yeah, you're right, but also like I'm allowed to have an opinion about these things, like just because it's not. Because to say it's like it's not for me, it's supposed to be for everyone, quote unquote. It's not like you're watching Peppa Pig and saying, "Well, this doesn't feel like it's for adults." It's not
Yeah.
like Star Wars is like, yeah, it's for kids, but at the same time, it really should be accessible to everyone.
Especially
This is not
considering the
something that
fact
you're
that
watching
like
baby.
it's notably a kind of violent series.
Yeah, especially with Star Wars. That's why because you want to like, oh, let me take my 3-year-old to watch the Phantom Menace. Oh goodness, he's getting his arms chopped off, or some shit. By like,
Or
oh no,
like Snoke. Snoke gets
yes,
bisected
no
by a
too.
lightsaber.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like to say it's for kids. I think you should have said teenagers because I feel like kids is too young. Like you can have
Yes.
kids enjoy it, but I think at least teenagers.
I was
Whatever.
like
We're
8
getting
years
off
old,
topic.
and
That's
my
what
mom
happens when I
thought
get into
Avatar The
stuff.
Last Airbender was too much.
And she was right. No, I'm kidding. She's never right. I can't
Mm-hmm.
wait till she finds the stream one day and decides, well, he's not marrying my son.
Ay, ay, ay.
Anyway, that's what happens when I get involved in these streams. We go off topic instead of doing whatever. Anyway, suppose I should do. So, a spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint. Now we're gonna stare at Larry Butts. Ha ha ha! Jokey joke. Get it because he can't paint.
Yes,
Crooked
yes.
thumb.
Also, the way in which you were doing that, a little bit culturally insensitive. Just gonna say.
Trixie's also not.
She generally is, but like not that bad.
Uh, it's this. It's Swedish or Finnish. I don't care. What are they gonna do? Come storm my home? I don't care. They're gonna run at me with fucking Swedish fish. Oh no, what am I gonna do?
Oh my god. The Swedes will ban you from Minecraft.
I mean, I'll just move to Roblox, I guess.
I I don't support their business practices.
I mean, does anybody have good business practices?
There are some people who manage, despite all odds, to somewhat work and to not exploit children or encourage the exploitation of children.
Yeah, but I think companies realize that's the better way to go because it's much easier for them. Look at Disney. They literally own everything and will exploit whoever the fuck they want to get their way. So,
Yeah.
just perfect recent example is the whole gay bill thing. They're like, here, we support this Don't Say Gay bill, but also here's like a $10,000 for this gay charity. Yay, everybody!
I mean, they were already going out and basically saying, like, fuck Anita Bryant back in the, what was it, the 80s?
Yep.
Yeah, when she went around parading against the gays, they, like, took away the orange bird. Woo.
Ever. Get back to the game.
I don't know.
I do an accent that's Swedish. It's not really. Wow. Oh no.
Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls. Did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps?
Oh no. Where's in Swedish?
Ah. Ew, don't vom red.
I have to bomb red. Red.
Excuse me. Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That was really cruel of you. Just as I thought. I'm gonna have to break her psych lock to get the truth out of her. Oh, God. Alright, well, there are multiple psych locks, and I guess we can probe as deep as we can with this Megatama. Oh, I didn't click the present, did I? Alright. I'm sorry, Pearl. I know you're crying and all, but oh boy. Oh God. Okay. Night of the crime. Ahem. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Alista's room reading a book together, correct?
Yeah, I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go? What the fuck was that voice? That felt more Cher-like. You didn't go?
Alright, sure. No, there was somewhere I had to go instead.
Oh God. Pearl as Cher actually might work.
In my free time when I don't want to do this, I'm a Cher impersonator. Oh.
Oh. I get a little pheromone sometimes.
Shit, that's you.
That wasn't Mae West, actually. Fuck.
I was so worried I had to go. Oh. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous. Oh.
So Pearls never went to Miss Denham's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls. On the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? Well, we know she went to the Inner Temple. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now, I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean no?
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is... Misty Faye. The painting of, or the scroll of Misty Faye. Is it because of the scroll? I'm gonna guess based on the gravy. Well, Pearls, this is what you were worrying about, right?
There's something I'm worrying about right now, actually. Oh,
What's that?
your face has turned a really strange color.
Huh?
You shouldn't work so hard, you know. You need to take a break.
Being chided by a 9-year-old. How embarrassing.
Dummy. About her.
No, it's okay. I'll die of pneumonia if I nap in a drafty little shack like this. Guess I'm going to have to think this one through one more time from the very beginning. Okay, hold up.
Who was at the temple?
Who was at the temple? Maya, duh! The inner temple because Maya.
Like, oh my god.
I am dumb sometimes. Wait, Maya. Duh. It's obvious that you were so worried. What you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it?
Oh.
You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course.
I signed you up for the special course. Well, Marvin, look at. Well, my, quite brave of you, considering how cold it is, like my nipples. Get it? 'Cause my name's Bikini.
Uh-huh, but your nipples are one of the only things that's covered.
I don't wear a bikini.
Oh my.
It's only a name only. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you choose to become one with those in channel. Wah ha ha ho ho.
Sister Bikini scared you with that what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you?
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more worried. Whoa. I couldn't sit still and be sure. But I decided to find out how she was doing at the inner temple.
Then we're clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple? 9:30.
Yeah, that. Heard the training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. There was so much snow, I didn't get there till after 10.
Until after 10? How did you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
She heard the lights out bell. The Hazakura temple bell is pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
I was trying to pick up the sound of that bell. That's all. Yeah, that's it. I didn't want to miss it. Yeah, I didn't want to miss it. That's it. Yeah,
She was trying to hear the bell? Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell? I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because of this. Um... I don't know. Hmm. The reason you were so worried about that bell...
You must not have the information, so you have to go talk to somebody else.
I don't?
Yes, I don't think so.
Ugh. Alright. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Alright, well I have one. And I still need to get something on Dahlia. In order for me to be able to get that Cyclock, I think, with Dahlia. I wonder if Sister Bikini has already gone back to the main hall. Haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Interesting theory. Oh. Why does Bikini look scared and shivering?
Well, where's the damage?
Oh, right.
Cavern.
It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. Right. I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern.
But who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those locks are those of the Kurain tradition.
We have Iris at the sacred cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini.
Oh, yeah. We
We were in the middle of a chat. Yes. You were telling me how the Master of the Kurain disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Face suddenly appeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Mr. Misty Wright. After she showed me that talisman, she proved she was the master, she said. Someone's trying to destroy the Kurain tradition's main family line. I'm here to put a stop to it.
Well, I guess that failed. Someone was trying to destroy the main family line?
There is only one heir to the title. Usually the eldest, so that would be Maya. Well, first it was Mia, and she died.
Mia first, but she died, yeah.
Child becomes a new master, and her daughter, main family, blah, 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 blah. All others become branch families. No hope. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always plot to erase those of the main family line.
Ooh. It's the power of the Master. Is the power of the Master worth this much bloodshed?
These people it is apparently.
Ami started it, I guess. Probably didn't even get to see what would happen. Kurain channeling technique. Family feud. Oh my god.
You believe in the technique, don't you? You know the power.
Yes, I do. It's been 3 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the Mask to Mask case, and during Maggie Bird's trial too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most. Indeed.
Curating technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know? I mean, the ability to commune with the dead. That's some psychic shit.
Yeah?
Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader, usually with a strap on. Getting they're behind, but who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill?
I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you to be really rich by now.
You saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, all because of one little mistake.
A mistake? What mistake? Oh, we know the mistake. This was brought up in, what, the second case Phoenix did?
17 years ago, when everything came crashing down.
All because of that incident.
Yes.
That incident? Is she talking about what I think she is?
Yes, we're talking about what we think she is. No.
Locked up, of course. We've read them, haven't we?
No, I thought we just got the history from...
We had... No, we had a tiny bit of a write-up from it. That's all. SL9, if I recall.
Right. We were able to look at it.
No, it was DL6, okay!
Yeah,
I was confused as to whether it was SL9 or DL6. So DL6, alright. The DL6 incident, huh? Alright, DL6. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 3 years ago.
Yes, it was you who's the defense attorney on that case, huh?
Uh-huh. A murder that took place 17 years ago.
It was the first time the police ever used a spirit medium. Did not work out in their favor, though. That was a mistake. Shit happens. Not the end of the world.
And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye.
Who was channeling the name of a certain man. Man. Armed with that, they scurried into action.
But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he?
That's right. He was. It's not her fault. He's found not guilty, but maybe they just didn't have enough, and they should have only focused on rambling.
I can't understand a word of what you were just saying. What?
What?
Did you have your microphone away from you? Were you turning to face the fan and the noise gate was just canceling out your voice?
I don't know. Never mind.
I don't know. Yeah, it was the first case the world had ever seen the Korean tradition openly involved in. It was all over.
Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone just thought of her as a fraud.
But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all.
Of course it wasn't. Since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. Korean technique is tradition is recovering at last. Yay! Woo! But with a new master wielding the power of the clan.
Does she mean Maya? Okay, Family Feud.
The spiritual power is in the blood.
Maya's told me the exact same thing before.
The blood. Bloody blood. The blood that is
We've
bloody.
always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power.
It stems directly from Mystic Ami. Isn't that fascinating? But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master, you see.
And the ones who don't become the branch families, right?
Yes, it always is the cause of tragedy.
You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia.
Ah, yes, I've heard of her.
What? You know about Mia?
Of course, she became a lawyer in hopes of discovering what happened to her mother.
And lost her life as a result. As a direct result. Woof.
True, she did.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Line?
No. What? Oh, you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight over her sister with the leadership of the tradition.
Oof. Knowing Maya, that's rough. Really?
Yes, she saw what happened to her own mother. So, want to do that, I guess. Just...
Her mom and her aunt.
Yes, we know her aunt.
That's right, Misty Faye had an elder sister too. Oh, right, because Misty was younger. I forgot about that.
How do you forget about that?
Well, I forgot because of the fact that Misty had daughters quite young compared to what's Pearl's mom's name again?
I don't remember.
Auntie Faye.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Jeez. Morgan! Yes.
Okay.
Thanks for the reminder, Bikini. Mystic Morgan. Morgan? There's a name I know well. Oh, look at Crane Village. It was a year ago now, at Maya's home, Crane Village. What she did was terrible. It was also she can make her own daughter the next master.
I'm evil. I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, and you must have already realized that Iris...
Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this?
That Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter.
No. What? Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? What? Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter?
Oops, I thought you already knew. Tee.
It's a shock. I get it, but it's a shock. What?
It sounds like you've met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already.
What? You make it sound like she has more than just two. I have. I know her very well.
Oh? What the fuck are you talking
Pearls. Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was an only child.
You jest, that child? She's Mystic Morgan's? Why?
You didn't realize?
I had no idea. What the fuck?
Oh, God.
Twists and turns at every corner. She's in prison now, isn't she?
Yes. Ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year.
That's what you get.
Yep. Oh, there we go. We get to see her. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master.
A huge fucking hairdo.
Yes. Her hair is basically wrapped around a hat.
Her hair's so big because it's full of secrets.
There it is.
So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2.
She did have more than 2! Oh my god! Wait, don't tell me Iris was a twin. Is this a secret twin situation? What? 3?
Is there possibly a reason Iris, her twin sister?
Dear God, it was that. Oh no. Does that mean that Dahlia is in fact a separate woman? And is Iris's twin fucking sister?
Twin fucking sister? Man, this is the Family Channel.
I did not realize what I just implied. Well, twin fucking sister. Well, yeah, that would still be incest.
This is a Family Channel, my goodness.
Anyways, twin sister.
You didn't know? It happened 20 years ago. Woo! After the clan leadership was taken from her, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. That's what she gets, salty bitch.
Ugh.
Look at her. Look at that ugly face. Look how mad she is.
Yeah.
Why can't you just be happy for your sister? No, you gotta be a salty bitch.
Well, she was expecting to have the family legacy.
Yeah, well, you need to shut the fuck up and just be happy for your sister. Like, God. But instead, no, you said, I'm gonna take every single hair I can find and turn it into an ugly-ass wig.
Yeah, I mean... Hell...
I have 3 annoying-ass daughters. I'm gonna have one who's literally the embodiment of evil. I'm gonna have a tiny one that never shuts the fuck up about me and Maya, which is really fucking annoying. And I'm gonna have another one who's really nice, but also maybe not so nice, but we'll find out eventually. Maybe there's a spoiler, I don't know.
Huh.
You'll see. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her and the village, taking their twin daughters with him. I mean, that's shitty on his part.
That is very shitty. How awful.
He was a jeweler. Not really sure. That's important.
Of course.
He would remarry. That's when it happened. It, as in the It style movie with Pennywise the Clown.
Why the fuck did he think that was a good idea?
You know, just why not? Give the girls up. It'll be fine.
Oh, God.
It's fine. Give up the kid. What harm will it do? There's nothing wrong. Nothing could possibly go wrong, right?
I just... Wait, does this mean... No, Pearl would have to have a different parent then. A different father. Did they, like, hook up again later?
I don't know. Just keep going.
Oh, God. Okay, we'll find out. To be looked over here at the temple.
That was Iris.
It's unbelievable! If Iris has a twin sister... Could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was
See
the name of
giant
Iris's sister?
reveal that nobody was ever expecting. Oh, girl. Sorry. I only can recall is that her father was a jeweler.
Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh?
Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger with the main family, which again, really shouldn't have been so angry. But you do your best.
Anger? What do you mean? Phoenix, we went over this last year.
Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. How many times do you specific? See, that's annoying. You're like, her husband, who was a jeweler, that's who took her from her. The husband, who happened to also be a jeweler. Did you know the husband was a jeweler? I've mentioned it 30 times by now, but did you know he was a jeweler? But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan.
That's why she had pearls?
Right.
What the fuck? This reminds me of an insane parents post where, like, someone decides, I don't want to have children, so I'm gonna have, like, a procedure so that I don't ever have to worry about having children. And then her mother decides, oh, because you aren't gonna carry on the family name, I'm gonna be a, like, 50-something-year-old woman raising a toddler.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of weird-ass bullshit. Like, I just... Ugh. Weirdness. Having kids as an ends to a mean.
Seems her incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. As it is, it's how I do it personally. I was able to break free.
So Iris has a twin sister. The plot
exactly
thickens.
like
But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions to get some more info. Boy, oh motherfucking boy. Okay, no evidence has been added? No. Actually, hold up. Any new profiles?
Isn't something.
Morgan Fay and... Morgan Fay's daughter and Iris's twin sister. Her father deals in jewelry, apparently. Yup. We don't know how old Morgan Fay is, still. And she's apparently in solitary confinement. Good for her.
As she should.
Well, it gives her too much time to meditate. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is it they're humming?
La 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 la.
Oh god. No motive, no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me. No motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Karain. Whoop, I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way. I would have never guessed that she was into reggae. Oh god, this is supposed to be reggae?
Yes, this is supposed to be reggae.
I have no idea how to do that then. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight.
Hey, pal, I'm so fucking happy I'm singing to reggae.
Who, me?
Yeah, yeah. Well, who else is there? Nobody. Exactly, stupid.
I just got here.
Okay.
So what are you up to, detective?
Investigating and investigating. Don't you know?
Investigating?
Oh, don't you know I'm masturbating?
Master investigator.
Yes.
Well, I don't know about master, but...
Edgeworth promised I would find the real murder weapon.
The real murder weapon.
That barbed sword could turn out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot. Still haven't turned up any clues. No clues? The cluey kind. Clues that are cluey. Clues that are cluified. Clues. Anyway, I found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. Doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though.
A letter?
But maybe it has.
The letter. About that letter you found.
Don't remind me, I'm busting a gut trying to find a murder weapon. All I could find is some old burnt-up letter.
Burnt up old letter?
Yeah, it was in an incinerator right outside the inner temple. Did you know that? It was right there. Right outside.
I can't with this man sometimes. Himbo. He's lucky he's cute. The incinerator! I knew I wasn't imagining it. It had been used! There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away, which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder.
What's with you? We got it right here if you want to take a look. Jeez.
Can I? Do you mind?
Sure I mind, pal, but I won't tell you that. Oh, nuts. All spirit mediums and masters and stuff. But it's got no relation to the case. Yeah. That's
Spirit
it.
mediums. Burnt letter added to the court record. It's got to be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I'd better give it a good looking over in some serious thought.
You check it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal.
Gumshoe. Burnt letter. Be careful. Once night falls, should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is, she is our ally, the whole. Here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Oh. There is no picture anymore. Oh god. Once this is, burn thee. Also, make not tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. The fires of Hades.
Yeah, don't you just randomly have the fires of Hades?
Choice words there.
What?
Translation. I don't even know. Anyways, the investigation. So how's the investigation going, detective?
I don't know if I should be telling you, but there he is, it can't hurt. Why not? Looks like the murder took place in the inner temple guard. They're taking that bloody writing pretty seriously back at HQ.
What? You mean...
I don't have the details, pal. If we don't find Maya down in the sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation.
What kind of ugly situation are we talking about here?
The kind that is ugly. I don't know. Not my words.
Then who said it?
Pally Wally Doodle all the day.
Oh.
Godot.
Godot? What did
Like-
he mean by that? Alright, the murder weapon. So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far?
Well, it wasn't that giant blade thingy.
Shito.
their giant blade thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yes, that's true.
There must have been another blade.
And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh?
Yeah. It's tiring work. Let me tell you something. I'm no chicken. We got the feather of forensics in our cap these days. Get it? Isn't it funny? Using a secret weapon.
Secret weapon?
Secret weapon.
Murder weapon, secret weapon. What's the secret weapon of yours?
You want to know? You think you got to think scientifically, okay?
What, has Emma finally gotten onto the forensics force?
Uh-huh.
You know, for the final case from game 1? Yeah. Alright.
Sword. It's a sword made of metal.
Hegel Knights, really?
Maybe. What about?
Call out.
What I'm playing? Yeah, I'm not doing anything. He's lying. Don't listen.
Uh-huh. Anyways. Steam tells me everything.
No.
Heh 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 heh.
I've been Emon for the longest time, and I didn't tell you that.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, I couldn't hear you because I was thinking to myself.
Well, good. Why isn't this sinking?
Any questions so far? No. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart.
A metal detector.
Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Good. No one's hands are raised. Well, you want to give scientific investigation a go? Huh? Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not?
Duh.
Duh. Go on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you. Alright then. I guess I'll give it a go and play forensics expert for a bit. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget, the absolute best. Oh god. It's so sensitive you can make it cry. It's so high tech you could skydive off it. What? Oh bother. So now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right? Sure, that's what we're trying to find out. Right, so first, let's turn the detector on. That's the sound of the metal detectors. Detector. Oh my god. Once you hit something metallic, check gauge to flash. When that happens, touch the gauge to really give that area a good hard stare. This thing picks up metallic objects that are hidden from sight too. Take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Okay. Is there something up on the eaves? I can tell you from here, pal. Just forget about it. But it's right under Alista's window. And it's the perfect spot for hiding something long and thin like a sword. I'll go take a look. Oh, it was nothing. Thank goodness. Someone just dropped a spoon. Why are you so happy about that? Well, imagine if the murder weapon had turned up there. It'd make me look pretty dumb, huh? At least he recognizes that much. It's just a pair of skis, nothing useful for our case here. I'm actually pretty good at skis, you know. You know, pal? I just love to fly down the slopes with my coat fluttering in the wind. Really? I had no idea. How good are you then? Well, I'm better on skis than I am on skates, but not as good as when I'm on a snowboard. That's a pretty detailed answer. Oh. But you know what I'm best at? Making mashed potatoes and gravy. The guy's losing it. Must be the altitude. We'd better get back to the investigation.
I would like Mr. Detective Gravy, thank you.
Are these still skis or? Oh, yeah.
You know, you have to go through the whole thing over again.
Yeah. Ladder? Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? It looks like a normal ladder to me, pal. Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects. I met plenty of guys like you always picking on the smallest details. Yeah, because you work with a lot of lawyers, I'm sure. The vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time. Oh, he even caresses me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, they're the exact same thing. Not quite exactly.
And it's the same thing.
Would you believe that cabbage and lettuce are actually pretty distantly related, but the crossbreeding that created them makes them extremely, extremely similar? Of course. No, they're not. They're completely different. You have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you can miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pro, pal. The last person I need advice from is this guy in front of me. Well, Ami. That sheet next to the golden statue wasn't the real murder weapon, pal. Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd check it again anyway. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you know about that sword? It's supposed to represent the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one. Yes, I heard something about that. You know what I think about that sometimes? What kind of life I'd be leading it, had I not joined the homicide division. You think about that kind of stuff, detective? Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the blue badger. There's something to be said about the humor value of Gumshoe as the blue badger. Not gonna lie, that would be very funny and entertaining. Who knows how much of a badger he would have actually become at this point. Because furries, but, you know. Oh? Looks like there's something round buried in the ground here. Don't touch that, pal. Huh? What is it? It's a trap. People set them out to catch us detectives. They're real nasty. A trap for detectives. You mean like those fierce traps with sharp teeth that are supposed to snag your leg? Yeah, those. I got my finger caught in one of those once. Your finger? Gumshoe.
All cheese is tasty.
And it looks so tasty. There was this bit of cheese and it looked so tasty. I reached out and then bam. I'm not sure I know how to respond to a story as stupidly pitiful as that. Are you kidding? Is that not... Are we not gonna check it?
No, because that's what it is. It's a detective trap. Why are you questioning the giant himbo?
Hey, I found a dollar coin.
Money!
If you find money, you have to turn it into the police or a detective. If the owner doesn't come forward within 6 months, you got to keep 10%. The other 90% go to the police department. Don't get so close to me, detective. Give me some space, will you? Here's a coin, Happy. I definitely made the right decision becoming a detective. Yikes, talked about a serious case of denial. Oh? This is Miss Dunham's staff, isn't it? Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood, but the detector is reacting to it. Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, right? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it? It's weird that this thing is causing a racket. Here, let me take a look at it. What?
I said I wonder why.
Yeah. Alright, examining evidence is a job for the... Crack. Crack! The top is coming off. Look what you've done. You've damaged a really important piece of evidence. Ah! That's a sword inside the staff. It's a sword cane!
Yes.
Could it be the murder weapon? I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. They call this kind of thing a sword cane pal. Yeah! Sword canes! Woo! I can't believe it. Fucking... Oh, I love it. I'm trying to think. Oh, who were the guys who made that sword cane that Neanders went crazy over that one time?
I do not pay attention to VTubers anymore, so I don't know.
I don't know, but... Babe, that was like over a year ago at this point. Or about? Over? I forget.
That was something I just didn't see. Don't question me.
We watched it together, I know.
I don't remember them making her. I remember she watched sword, like, meat stuff, but I don't think she ever got a sword.
She did! She bought the sword cane at the end of that.
Well, I don't remember that, so...
Anyways. Yeah, sword canes. Anyways, my first exposure to sword canes was actually a sword wand. Or, no. A cane wand. The one that Draco Malfoy's dad. Lucius Malfoy. Becky with the good hair had. Anyways, this one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot. I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. If the real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden, then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey, Gumshoe. Who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now. Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it, though. Then I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh? No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course. The thing's definitely the murder weapon. Good job, pal. It's about the same length as the Shichishito, too. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it has been wiped off. See you later, pal. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hold it! Wait up, detective! Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, don't you know? You're going to get that stuff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while? Huh? What are you talking about, pal? Please. Just until we find Maya. Maya? What's this got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh, how so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and... well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think... Maya's been... Please, detective, let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. You're looking kind of rigid there. Okay, just stop it with that face, pal. One thing, though. This staff's secret trick, just keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished. I understand. It's just a regular and run-of-the-mill staff. You got it? Okay, now take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Don't worry. She'll be fine. Gumshoe. You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when we find Maya? When you find Maya, huh, pal? Sure, thanks.
You'll obviously be paying because I'm fucking broke, but
Eh,
get to the place.
it's an excuse to go out to lunch. Go out to lunch with the himbo. I can't help but wonder, though. What was Elise doing with a staff like this in the first place? That is a very good question. Main hall. Okay, do we go to Pearl first? Or... Well, I think we're only one step away from being able to figure out what's up with Iris. So let's try this Cyclock again. Besides the fact that there are only 3 pieces here, and I don't think we're gonna break them all at once. With Pearl, anyway. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing that night. You said you were in your room, yada yada. Okay. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. Oh. Bikini saw her. I'm talking about Sister Bikini, yada yada. Fast forwarding.
Ever since you found out you could fast forward,
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't have to deal with this shit anymore. Ah.
It's just like, yay, I can speed past it. But what you say doesn't add up with this. Iris's testimony that she rang lights out at 10. You yourself testified to the contrary. Yada 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 yada. Da 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 da. There's only one possible explanation. There were 2 of you. Show me evidence that proves there is more than one of me.
Profile. Oh,
Is it...
I think it's the profile.
Yeah. Morgan Fay's daughter and Iris's twin sister.
Maybe? Well, maybe not.
Oh.
It is the letter.
Right. When you said there was another me, I was kind of expecting someone who looked like me. Well, god damn it. Does that mean that we don't have the ability to do this yet?
Maybe we have to do... I don't know.
Maybe we have to go talk to Miles, because we know he knows about things. So, let's go talk to Miles. Edgy boy.
Edgy boy!
Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me. But the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father. A jeweler, I think. A jeweler? Right, I might just know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne. Right. Right?
Right?
Yes, exactly. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. I don't need to lose more points on that Cyclock.
Yes, you do. It's more fun that way.
Yeah. Dahlia Hawthorne. It was my first court case 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. You're talking about Terry Falls, right? Right? You know about that case? You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne.
Duh.
I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Ah. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. 11 years ago, good God, so long. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler.
Mood.
And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking.
As you do.
Yep. Her sister? Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh. And this is when she entered my life. The woman who tried to kill me. Mm-hmm. So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? There is no need. Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. What? Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. Excuse me? What do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth?
Exactly what he said. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead.
I only just discovered this, right, but I never knew about the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Oh? Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey.
Mm-hmm.
Mia Fey! Mia Fey! At the time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something.
No, really, who would have guessed?
It's been 6 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Oh, God, okay. Well...
So she's dead. Dead in the ground, dead and buried, dead and electrocuted, dead and poisoned. That bitch is dead. Ding dong, the bitch is dead.
I forget, in Japan when they had the death sentence, did they still use hanging, or...?
I have no idea. To be fair, this is also an alternate universe in which it's sort of like Japan America.
Yeah, Japan America.
Yes. So let's just keep going, shall we?
Yeah. Anyways, she was executed last month. Executed? I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead, and when someone is dead, there is no way to revive them. There's no way to revive the dead. There's no way to revive the dead, but there is a way to connect to the dead.
Yes.
I wonder. It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fey, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Karain channeling technique. Did you say Karain channeling technique? Do you know something about it? Oh yes, I know it's connected to that fraudulent spirit medium. Fraudulent? I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago.
Yes, DL6.
Ugh. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Edgeworth, go to the police records room. It's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know.
Bitch, don't you know that...
Of course, how could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case.
So he should know that karma fucked shit up.
Edgeworth, you'll understand someday, and then you'll see that the Korean channeling technique is real.
Alright, now that we know Dahlia Hawthorne, I believe the profile has changed. Yes.
Yes,
Let's go.
Good. Good God. Well.
That's right. So Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, so she couldn't possibly be Iris. Right?
Right.
There's absolutely no way that Dahlia couldn't have inhabited Iris's body for the moment time being because she's an evil bitch and is possibly working with somebody else behind the scenes through the dead.
Because
no, not at all.
Death means nothing when you can, possess a living relative.
Exactly. But of course, she couldn't have done this all herself. As evil and crazy as she is, there had to have been somebody on the living side to help
to do
get
the
in.
things.
Yes. Even from a solitary confinement setting.
Mm-hmm.
That evil bitch will not rest until Pearl. She wants her daughter to be the main person so bad. And yet she never got it. Surprisingly, she's never mentioned after this case. None of them are. The only people who show up in...
Maybe it's because of the fact that this plan was
foiled
so badly that it just shouldn't ever pop up again.
Yeah, Pearl and Maya don't show up until the 6th game again.
4, 5, 6. Wow.
I don't know if Gumshoe actually ever showed up again. I don't think he does. I don't know if anybody shows up in the next game in the Apollo series except for Phoenix. No, that's not true. Emma becomes a main part of it. She finally gets her time to shine in the...
I knew Emma was gonna be around because I think
she sort of becomes the next Gumshoe in terms of
Well, in that case, good for her.
Her job, I guess. Yeah.
Anyways, Iris's testimony. There were 2 of you.
That's crazy. There's only one of me, right? Yeah, only one. Yeah, uh-huh. There's no more than one of me. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Don't show that profile. What are you doing? Ah!
I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris, after multiple attempts, and yeah. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps?
Ah!
That's right. I know about Dahlia Hawthorne, a woman I know only too well.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. She's no longer...
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It was because of me. She was trying to kill me, though.
No, it's not because of you. You didn't do shit. It was all Mia.
She was trying to kill Phoenix.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter who she was trying to kill. It was Mia who was able to put her away. It just happened to be Phoenix.
Yeah. There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you who was here at the temple on the night of the murder, it was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
You just said yourself she's dead. How could she possibly? You're not smart enough to know about the Korean channeling technique.
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a channeling ground of the Korean channeling technique.
Oh no, Phoenix, you're smarter than you look.
That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's a secret you've been trying to hide from me.
Damn it! He's smarter than he looks. When? Look at that refilling. How unfortunate.
The night of the crime.
I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been sprat... I don't know what I'm doing now. At the inner temple... I'm just adding purrs now. I knew it was my sister. Sis. I'm trying to.
Sister.
Sure. Daria, the other half of who? The other half of me. Well, not the other half. I mean, I guess it's your twin sister, but I don't say it's your other half. That's.
It's a thing with a lot of twins. People think of their twin as their other half or something.
I mean, I guess, but passed away last month.
Just as I suspected. The iris that Sister Bikini saw at the Inner Temple the night of the murder was Dahlia. Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because I'm sad. But no, she doesn't. My sister always does the right thing.
Excuse me?
And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once. I won't do it again.
Ugh. You betrayed her? What do you mean? Also, she tried to kill me once.
Yeah, but she probably didn't know that. I will be guilty. It's the only way.
What is she talking about? The traitor.
I mean, it's very simple. She's going to find herself guilty so that she gets executed, and therefore there will be only one child left because Maya will also be dead, and therefore then you're left with his pearls. Pretty simple when you think about it, except not really. It's stupid and convoluted, those dumbasses.
Fucking hell.
You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? The fake kidnapping, blah, 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 Eagle Mountain, blah, blah, blah. We already did this case. Yeah, da-da-da-da, blah, 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 blah. Crime after crime. She lost her life, yeah? Well, maybe she shouldn't have committed crime after crime. She should have stuck to, like, petty theft or something instead of murder.
I mean, she got away with one, but, like...
Right, that's when you're like, okay, I guess I stop now.
Yeah, I mean, she planned on getting the one revenge. She miraculously managed to get away with that, but, like, how could she have expected to get away with more?
I don't get it. Whatever. Anyway, it's all because I betrayed her. Wing.
How did you betray her, Iris?
It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain's where the exchange was to take place.
Oh.
I helped plan the whole thing.
What?
You know, I got scared, so I ran away. You know, as you do.
What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father, that's awful.
But I promised. I pinky promised. You don't break a pinky promise. She didn't do it for the money. Yeah, right.
Well, she probably didn't necessarily do it for the money, but the money was just going to help.
It was revenge on our father.
Revenge?
Revenge!
What do you mean by revenge?
Well, he was a hideous man. He was very ugly, but also, mean. He threw our mother away and sent her to hell. I mean, she did that herself, personally.
Morgan Fay.
Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place. For power.
Wow.
Power.
He expected to be a guy in a matrilineal dynasty with power.
Yeah.
Anyone see how that's totally just not how it works?
That doesn't matter. Men are stupid. They don't care. True. They just want power.
He probably just wanted clout.
Hey, my wife's the master. Give me free shit. Literally, all he would have to do is go up and say, yeah, my wife is the master. So you better just give me some free shit. I want a free meal. Or give me this new video game. Like, he's just probably clout. Mm. Anyway, his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister, she took over as the master of the Curain.
That
Isn't
would
really
be Misty,
explained.
Maya's mother.
Before long, the credibility of the Korean tradition hit rock bottom. I wish I could hit a rock bottom. But the new Mystic Master, Mystic Misty, Master, tongue twister.
Made a mistake during the investigation of DL6.
Yes, DL6. After that, well, our father took us away. We were behind. You know, as you do. He hated the place. He really did. It was a hick dive?
A hick dive.
You couldn't have just said a dick hive? Imagine you have just like, it's just like...
Well, if it was a dick hive, that would imply that he had syphilis. And he didn't want to have to deal with that.
That's gross. And it had no reason to stay there.
And that's when you came here to Hazakura Temple.
Yes, the woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in the new family, you see. So that must have been the lady they killed. Interesting.
Valerie is the one who they killed, yes. Because Valerie replaced Iris because Daddy didn't want to raise 3 girls. What?
I don't know.
Or stepmom
Whatever.
didn't want to have 3 daughters? What?
I don't know.
Why? Why are people like this?
Why not?
Oh.
Anyway, hurry the hell up. We gotta finish the stream.
Yeah.
What since then? Yeah, because she's in solitary confinement, dummy. Having the master seat stolen, being rejected from her own family. Well, maybe if she wasn't so mean and evil. She had been battered spiritually and emotionally, and also in fish fry oil. Get it? Because battered? Okay.
Well, she's more like battered... Oh, I was about to say battered sashimi, but that is fish.
Whatever. It was a joke.
Pieces putting together.
Oh, shit, she's here. I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident. Everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fae clan.
That's what it looks like.
Also, has she just been standing there the whole time? That's so weird. That, like, nobody said anything. All of a sudden, it's just like, yeah, also, I was here, by the way.
Yeah. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me.
What is it? Look how sweet I am.
During the incident in which your sister Dahlia Hawthorne poisoned a lawyer, she began relations with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. Oh, this is where Phoenix reveals it to her. That college student. Have you heard anything about him?
Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts.
I see. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate. Leave these locks to me. I'll open for them for you, I promise.
Thank you. I suppose I'd better continue my investigation.
Except we're not going to until tomorrow, or next week.
There's still one giant secret left to unlock.
Pearl.
Pearl's psych lock. Alrighty. And when we unlock that, oh boy, the case blows open.
Or maybe it doesn't, and it just asks even more questions.
Probably. Well,
Right.
I mean, we did just blow the case open on its own. Now we're going to start to actually put the pieces together.
Sure, why not?
Or figure out how we need to do it. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like. Subscribe. Call to action. Andrew and I have a podcast called 2GaysDragcast. That is 2, the number 2, the numeral, Gays Dragcast.
Mm-hmm.
We will, when Drag Race Thailand is eventually coming back around, well, we'll have to do reviews of seasons 1 and 2. Those will be lightning rounds, and then we'll get to Drag Race Thailand, and that'll be fun. Anyways, 2Gays Dragcast, we review drag competitions other than US Drag Race. and All Stars. So far, though, we have only really done Dragula because Dragula was the most opposite to US Drag Race for the time. International seasons have splurged onto the scene since then.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyways, check that out. And you can check my YouTube channel's About page for when I go live. That stream schedule should show when it's generally going to be live. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Well, it's time. This has been Guy with an I Smith and
Andrew B.
And we're signing off. Until next time, take care. We'll see ya. Bye. Say goodbye.
Never.
All right, whatever.